Hi, everybody. Hi. I haven't been here in forever. Um, just had some weird stuff. I've been going up, as you can see, Christine, Lovevolvenergy. I've been going up live in Lightshine, and for whatever reason, usually the reason is there have been tech updates, the different software for the different platforms. So I have been live streaming from Zoom to the Lightshine Lab Facebook group or page. I think it's a Facebook page. Whoa, light just changed. And I had that all set up and it was going fine just to get my feet wet again. And it totally wasn't working. Hey, Steph. So you found the link. I don't know what was happening there. I just noticed too. Hi, YouTube people. Steph is somebody I know from the Facebook group from Lightshine I was just talking about. So, I've been threatening to leave myself. I've been threatening myself to leave. So maybe this is just the push. It could just be a dying planet. I don't know. I don't really know. It's just that there is I noticed that somebody posted an advertisement there. And typically when there are moderators, you haven't been able to put advertisements there, particularly somebody whose name I don't even recognize, who's kind of poaching on all the work that Crystal and Trisha, and then Crystal, Trisha, and all the moderators put into cultivating that safe space. And then somebody just posted something about a live event they're doing. And I was like, okay, so it really is the Wild West over there. Nobody's moderating anything. So what's stopping me from if nobody's taking care of it, it's becoming a ghost town. What's stopping me from doing the same thing? What's stopping me from doing the same thing is because I respect Crystal. That's the reason that I'm not gonna, I put that little link there to say, hey, you guys have been expecting me here Sunday morning. And I might just have to say, come find me on YouTube, because I use different software for YouTube that is just less cumbersome and less clunky than Zoom. I'm sorry, but Zoom is like headed towards the dark ages. Anyway, Steph, I see your comment. I don't know that I'm actually going live on Facebook, so I may just have to leave the Facebook arena entirely. Oh, Claire is. Claire, hi, baby. I don't know what's going on. I was in Lightshine, Claire, and it just totally collapsed. So I just decided to do this. Claire, everybody, Claire is also an intuitive, angelic being, and you're doing an event later, aren't you, Claire? Oh, see, already I feel more relaxed, because this is my space. And when it's my space, I just have to respect me and all y'all, and there's no middleman. She's going live at 11. I think she's doing some intuitive channeling readings. You're doing intuitive messages. Is that true? I do that on Wednesday nights. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. She's doing it on her own thing. I adore Crystal and I adore what she has going on there, or had going on there, I'm glad the moderators are gone, because it has allowed me to do wacky stuff. And, kind of ride that line of, is this kosher? Is this not? Oh, Claire, thanks. It's been such an overhaul. So, Steph, I don't know if we're going to do guided today, meaning energy healing meditation, but you can't scroll up. If you're on YouTube already, just scroll around, and there are tons of energy clearing, energy healing things there. I'm going to have to really think about this and revamp all this stuff. I am starting a podcast, and so, Claire, thanks, Mama. Let me just say what I was thinking about this morning, and then I'm just going to leave it here. Claire, are you seeing me on Lovevolvenergy page, or are you seeing me on Christine Marguerite Facebook page? Just curious. Miss your face, Claire. Okay, you got me. Thanks, Steph. I love that you guys know emojis. It makes me so happy. So I might be looking for a group that I can go live in. You are. Okay, so that's where it's going. I don't know. Okay. I'm not sure why it's not doing that. So let's edit. Can we edit? All right. Save the changes. They lost access. Okay, I have to reconnect my destination there. All right. I think I'm just going to keep doing the StreamYard thing because it's easier, and I have a little more control. All right. So that's good. So now I am. So I think I'm going to exit this. So everybody who, so Claire, I'm going to leave my private page. I'm going to go to Lovevolvenergy page. Okay. I just want to give you a heads up, babe. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I want to connect Lovevolvenergy, and I want to remove. Okay. All right. So that's all right. Now I'm where I think I want to be. So what I was reflecting on, and hopefully I'm far enough away from the mic so that it doesn't distort. One minute. We still have a few more days before Mercury actually goes retrograde, by the way. So Claire, if you popped over to Lovevolvenergy, let me know if you're there. I like filters because I don't like to have to do makeup. So I'm hoping. Hoping. But I don't want to stay up here too much longer because I want to, respect Claire and what she's doing. Sometimes the connected vibration can be very subtle. And it will often be, if you're in a human body, your nervous system is going to reinterpret. And I'm going to be talking about this in a future podcast. Your nervous system is going to, your human nervous system and your endocrine system responding to the nervous system is going to understand that connected, sweet, Claire, thanks, is going to understand that connected vibration as we're going to identify that collection of sensory input as love. That's on my take on it right now. So there's a technique that I learned where it's a mountain technique, and try it on your own and see what you come up with. And this would be a good guided. So maybe I'll do this tomorrow or something. Maybe I'll do a string of every day. We're going to do some guided just to help myself. Like, what is the sensation you want? This goes back to breathe, feel, dream. What's the sensation that you want? So there's that. 1, what does connected to source feel like? That's 2. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. Really? Oh, okay. And then you imagine a mountain. I'm writing stuff down. Give me a sec. Wait, so actually I'm wondering if I'm just like channeling this right now. So, or curious about, is there a difference? 1, highest potential, how do you want to feel? It had to be just one thing. 2nd, what is connection to source? And you can substitute any nomenclature you want for source: God, goddess, God, universe, source, Gus. What does that feel like? What does that connection feel like? That would be number 2. Are those 2 things similar? Are they in the same family? Are they both under the umbrella of something? Or is one of them the umbrella under which the other is positioned or emanates from? Often there's some connection. For example, thanks, Jeff. Claire offered peace. Yeah. And if you're very much embodying your higher self, which many angelics are doing these days, really into your cells, they arise to your consciousness, which again, in a very real way, while you're a human, is nervous system based. They're going to feel like there's no distinction. Here's the thing. We are living life, and we can just call it tromping day to day in a human body with a personality self, which can feel dense in comparison to these things. Tromping through day to day in a particular way. Are we feeling number 1? Are we feeling number 2? Are we feeling connected to source and are we feeling what that feels like? Are we feeling how we desire to feel, how we want to feel? We're feeling that. That might only be 10 or 15% of the time or 2% of the time. Unless you're meditating, maybe that's all 100% of the time. What we're moving towards is 100% of the time as you're living life. That's heaven on earth. Boing, that's heaven on earth. So that means we have to make some choices. We gotta make some choices here. If we are called to live heaven on earth, and I dare say all of us are, because that is a very personal project. We have decisions to make, not just about how we want to live our life. What toothpaste do we use? What career path am I following? yada yada, the big choices, the small choices, but the minute choices about how am I with this now moment. That is a choice. Life is coming at you. How are you with that? Choose. If you, Claire, I'm going to use you as an example. If you know, for example, peace is the common denominator, maybe there's some third thing that is a common denominator. You have choices. So with the mountain exercise, what you might do is put you somewhere near the bottom, because we're going to be talking about path up a mountain. That's a human experience. So in your human experience, if you're looking for your path, looking for clarity, maybe it's your path that day. Maybe it's your path for the rest of your life or your next 10 years. Pretend you have 10 years left. What's your path? And I may. And then you're going to put who you are 10 years from now at the top of the mountain. And if you like, you're going to give those colors, or you're going to give them something visual if you're seeing the mountain. You're going to give it a musical tone. You're going to give it an emotional vibration. And so then you're going to ask from you at the bottom of this mountain up to your 10 years from now, or your higher self, or the end of your day, how you want to feel self. You decide what that is at the top of your mountain. And you're going to ask, how do I get there? How do I get there? What do I listen to? What am I following? So in your meditation, you're just going to sit with that, and you will be shown through pictures, through sounds, through colors, through scent, through light, however you light up. You're going to be shown the human pathway. What's your highest path? That is an exercise to find that. Now I will reveal to you what was easiest for me, or what happened for me, because I like easy. Just saying, I like easy. That's not true. Sometimes, like, I don't want to get bored. And so I need something I can really sink my teeth into. That's easy because it's fun. What I was shown at the beginning when I tried this months ago was that every path I chose lit up. Every path I chose. I couldn't make a mistake because I had options. There was, however, a more direct path. And I could go that way if I wanted to. But all paths went up the mountain. There were no wrong paths before me of my choices. So I was like, oh, Did I believe it? No. I went back into my life and I went, la, 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 la. What's life throwing at me? How am I going to be with life being thrown at me? So try it for yourself. You may have a very similar experience, or maybe it will be the exact opposite stream. You will be shown something else that is so totally and completely different, and you'll have your come to Jesus moment, and then you'll be following Jesus, and you'll change everything. That could be true for you. I don't know. I'm not you. No, I'm not you. All right. I think that might be all I'm doing today, because I'm just like, what the actual fuck with all my tech? I really am. And with these, I look okay here. I don't need more makeup, really, do I? I don't know. But I may... Getting out of Lightshine means I have a lot more work right now. So I have to go figure the fuck that out. Yeah. So what I was really reflecting on this morning was how that felt. And what if, love? What if? What am I here to do? What you're here to do is right in front of you, because it's what you do when you need to escape. It's what you do when you have downtime. What kind of YouTube videos you're watching? What are you doing on Pinterest? What are you doing on Prime Video or Netflix? What are you watching? What are you doing for your free time activities? That is your answer. That's your answer. I don't know. You cleaning your kitchen? Like, that's your answer. It's so obvious that when you leave their body, you're going to be like, oh, duh. Oh, duh. My life is shifting incredibly. And I'm letting go of a lot of bullshit. Because one of the threads throughout my entire life is gasping in awe. And it's not enough for just me. That's not satisfying enough for Christine. For me to just have that experience, I have to take along as many people as possible. It's not enough anymore for me to just do that. So that means I have to create things that people will gasp at. I have to take people places that will make your jaw drop and your heart explode. Because that's how I know how to do it. Whether that means I take people into meditation techniques that take you there, or I actually bring you to physical places on the planet, or I just keep creating these awesome things. Can I tell you, I used to make costumes for burlesque, and I loved it. I loved the task. I loved the minutia, and I loved the end product because it was fucking spectacular. I loved it. I loved it. I loved being a particular kind of burlesque performer because I heard the girls gasp when I did something extra sparkly and awesome. Everybody would go, "What?" Right? There would be this audience reaction. So I'm not doing it because I need that reaction. Your reaction tells me that you're having an experience. And in that experience is a taste of the divine. You are tasting God. In the sexiest, dirtiest, silliest things like burlesque or at the top of a mountain. There's no difference. The external doesn't matter. It's the inner braille. It's the inner listening. Hafiz says, doesn't matter what you're looking at externally. You have to look inside. You have to look inside. You have to get addicted to what activates the God particle within. All right. I think I've said enough because I have to go back and listen to this. Because I think if I can manage to make through, all the part of my brain that has judgments with how I communicate, if I can make it through that, Claire, you go do your awesomeness. All right, I'm going to pop off. Claire's going to go do her thing on the book that is Phase. Claire, pop a link here if you want people to go do that. And I'm going to go change everything. All right. Thanks, Steph, for showing up. Thanks, Claire, for hanging out for a minute. And thank you, replay watchers. I'll catch you on the flip. All right. Bye. Bye. Find your inner awesome.